$2,700, down from $3,200, and some IRS announcements. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I want to discuss some recent announcements out of the IRS and how the average American is going to be receiving $2,700, down from $3,200. We have a lot to talk about here in the video, so let's get right into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. And because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the necessary research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, anything popping up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of as a low-income or fixed-income beneficiary. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and also remember, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. All right, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about some new announcements recently announced by the IRS and what this means for millions of Americans who are going to be receiving on average $500 less going forward over the next few months here. So let me talk you through the details, as we have a lot to cover here in this video. And again, I know that this is not going to pertain to everybody, but I do want to talk about the details about this because there's a lot of moving parts here and it's going to pertain to a lot of different people. Therefore, we got to break it all down here in this video. All right, so first off, we all know that the tax season is coming up, right? Yeah, we know, April 15th, right? Coming up here relatively soon here, just in a couple months. Well, as a result of that, we got to continue watching all this stuff going forward because some things are changing yet again. So obviously the tax year goes from January 1st through the end of the year, and as we wrap up 2022, that simply means that whatever happens in 2022 will need to be reported to the IRS by the tax day, April 15th, right? So of 2023, it'd be the 2022 tax filing year, right? So as a result of that, we recently got some new information out of the IRS, some major changes, and the average American is likely going to be getting back from the IRS $2,700. Now, give or take a few dollars there, but I'm just kind of rounding some numbers here, but it's about $2,700 is going to be the average return for Americans right now as a result of this next tax filing season. However, this is down about $500 from $3,200 this past year in early 2022 as a result of some major changes that happened in 2022. So just imagine this much. We had inflation basically very, very high, over 9%, mid 8% for a lot of 2022. Inflation is very high, and here we are, people are going to be getting less back. Yeah, very nice, right? Higher prices and less money coming back. Just what we love, right? Not. Anyway, here's what we want to talk about here. So as a result of a few changes, number one, remember back in 2021, as a result of that, the child tax credit payments were significantly higher. Now again, it's not all about child tax credit payments. This is just number one about what I want to talk about here in this video. So first off, child tax credit payments as a result of the last couple of years here were actually increased pretty significantly. So in 2021, you could get anywhere between $3,000 and $3,600. However, these are going to be reverting back to $2,000 in 2022, or the tax filing year of 2022. So as a result of that, this is going to reduce tax refunds pretty significantly going forward as people start to file their tax returns. Now remember, you also got those advance payments in 2021, and as a result of filing tax returns in early 2022 on the behalf of 2021, again, you got the other half of the advance payment that you didn't get as checks in the year of 2021. So that's what's different going forward for 2022 tax filing year is the child tax credit payments, number one, went from about $3,000 down to $2,000. So they got reduced by, say, $1,000 per child, by the way. That's a lot of money, right? So that's going to be reflected in the amount of money coming back. Next, the EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit. Now, this is not for everybody, but a lot of people do claim this one. And for those individuals who do not have kids, yeah, you could also claim on this as well. You could get a maximum of about $1,500. However, for the tax filing year of 2022, it's actually going down by 2/3, down to $500. So again, I'm rounding a little bit here, but again, it's going to be reduced by about another $1,000 right there. So that's another big one right there that a lot of low-income people take advantage of. And again, the only way that you can get that tax credit, the EITC, Earned Income Tax Credit, the only way that you can do it and take advantage of it is if you have low income. That's the only way you can get it. Higher income people cannot take that. It is not eligible for them to take advantage of that one, right? So these are a few different changes that are happening right now. However, I do want to point this out really quickly. Here between now and the end of the year, there are a handful of lawmakers that are currently working on bringing back, as in reinstating the child tax credit payments yet again before Congress flips in early 2023. So we know that on January 3rd of 2023, the new Congress will be brought in. As a result of that, that's it. The new Congress will be brought in at that point, right? But between now and then, these lawmakers are actively working on reinstating the child tax credit payments. Now remember, those are the ongoing checks, anywhere between $250 and $300 every single month for about 38 million households, which also, by the way, encompasses about 66 million kids, okay? In late 2021, so the second half of 2021, the average household was getting $422 on average every single month. Let me ask you, what would that do to your lifestyle right now if you were to get an extra $422 a month? That'd be amazing, right? That'd be huge for a lot of people. In fact, for those of you that are fixed income beneficiaries, we've been asking, we've been begging, we've been pleading, we've been pretty much doing everything we possibly can to get Congress to approve an extra $200 a month for fixed income beneficiaries. Just imagine more than doubling that to $422 a month as a result of the child tax credit payments. Well, there's lawmakers right now that are trying to reinstate it and even make it permanent going forward between now and the end of the year before the Congress flips as of January 3rd, right? So they're currently trying to work on that right now. Whether they can actually get it done or not, well, that's another question, but they are actually working on it right now. Now, again, something else I want to point out as well, and we've talked about this before. What about an adult tax credit, right? What about something like this? And this would be working the same way as a child tax credit payment where advanced payments are going out. So basically what it is, it's a refundable tax credit, right? So basically what it would mean, it's an advance on a refundable tax credit. So rather than waiting until the start of the next year to actually file tax returns and to claim the to claim the tax credit, basically what they're doing is they're sending it out as an advance, right? So just like a cash advance out of a credit card or something like that, you go to the ATM, you type in your PIN, and you say, hey, I want $100 back in cash. The credit card, basically, they advance you that cash, right? They give you that cash. Same thing with the child tax credit payment. And again, the adult tax credit payment that we've been talking about for a very long time and that was, floating around about a year and a half or so ago. There was actually quite a bit of talk about this, possibly implementing some type of adult tax credit payment where it'd be essentially the exact same thing. Rather than waiting until the following year to file tax returns and claim that tax credit, it'd be coming as an advance. In other words, they send it out to you in advance, and then when it comes down to it, you've already gotten it. You've already gotten the tax credit, right? So they just send it out as an advance. The same thing happened with the stimulus checks. It was a refundable tax credit. And they just said, hey, rather than making you wait until the following year to send it out in the form of a tax credit, we're going to advance that cash to you. This exact same thing they did with all 3 stimulus checks. It was an advance on a refundable tax credit. In other words, they just sent the money out right away so you could have it at your disposal and do what you needed to do with it, rather than making people wait until the following tax year or wait until the following calendar year to file tax returns in order to claim it. So that's basically what these payments are. So when it comes down to it, now all these lawmakers that are working on reinstating the child tax credit payment, again, all of us are kind of scratching our heads thinking, okay, it's good, totally fine. Go ahead and do it. But at the same time, what about the adults who are in the same position that also need some cash right now, right? And it doesn't even need to be much. A few $100s a month would be very life-changing for a lot of people, right? We've talked about all the numbers before in previous video, was where we've gone through the numbers and we've gone through what it would actually take right now to actually get the necessary cash into the pockets of the lower income, the fixed income, seniors, older adults, people with disabilities. And again, the numbers, have consistently come in time and time again. Between about $300 and $500 a month is about what people would need. Well, guess what? That's what the average child tax credit payment was coming in at, $422. Again, bingo, right on track to what the low income and fixed income would need as well. So again, just saying, if they're working on that, who says they can't implement some type of adult tax credit payment as well and send that out as advanced payments? And again, make it permanent, just like what they're trying to do with the child tax credit payments as well. $3,000 to $3,600 is what they're trying to do with the child tax credit payments. So yeah, anyway, when it comes down to it here, in a very short amount of time, we're going to start filing those tax returns for the calendar year of 2022. And again, according to the preliminary estimates, the average tax return or the tax refund going out for the calendar year of 2022 is likely going to be about $500 less than what it was just a few months ago in early 2022 for the tax filing year of 2021. And it's going to be about $2,700 versus the $3,200. And again, it's because the child tax credit payments, because the EITC going down, and also because of the stimulus checks that were not claimed or that were not sent out for those individuals in earlier 2021 who claimed it on their tax returns. Again, that was another $1,400. But because 2022 being the year of nothing, we got absolutely nothing other than a bunch of lint in our pockets. Other than that, we got nothing. Therefore, the money coming back to the people is going to be very limited as well. So you never know. Well, I'm going to continue watching everything between now and the end of the year to see what they come up with. But again, this is what Congress is currently working on, and they're trying to reinstate those. They've only got a little bit of time here. They don't have much time at all before the end of the year, before the new Congress comes in. But I will keep you posted with any new changes. They're trying to jam through about $500 billion worth of bills right now in the last little bit of time here before the end of the year. We'll see what we got on their plate and what they're actually going to get done. But this is what they're talking about, and this is what they're trying to get done. We'll see if they can do it. And hopefully they'll add something in there for the low income and fixed income beneficiaries as well. Either way, I'll continue watching everything. So please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Make sure to share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, please have a nice day. Happy holidays to all of you. I know, kind of a weird time of year right now, right? Yeah, let's just hope Congress will get something done for everybody. Either way, I will continue to keep you posted, but either they do or they don't get something done. No matter what, I can tell you this much. When the new Congress comes in, it's going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot of new things floating around, a lot of new bills, packages, proposals, and pieces of legislation. There's going to be a lot coming out here in a matter of just weeks. Either way, it's going to get very busy. I'll continue watching everything closely, and of course, I'll bring it to you right away. So again, please subscribe down below, share the video, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later.